Well, amid the ongoing investigation over multiple fake reports over the BJP and its IT cell chief, Amit Malviya, The Wire continues to play the victim card. Remember, The Wire first pinned the blame on its own reporter, who they alleged was mentally disturbed, and also questioned the searches on its editors. Now, The Wire has posted an article of a statement issued by 21 outfits that have expressed solidarity with The Wire. Now, these groups call it a politically motivated witch hunt against The Wire and proof of deterioration of press freedom in the country. Senior news editor Bhavtosh Singh joining us with the details of that. Bhavtosh, which are the outfits which have come out in support of The Wire? And on expected lines, there is no mention of the fact that this was a fake story, a maligning campaign that had been launched by The Wire, instead saying this is an attack on press freedom.
It's on expected line, and this comes just days after Devesh Kumar recorded his statement. Devesh Kumar's statement was recorded for 7 hours, and the crime branch has said that they have lodged an FIR on a complaint that was given by Amit Malviya on his personal capacity or a private capacity. There is also a complaint that has been given by Siddharth Varatharajan, who is the founding member and also the editor of The Wire. The police have said that they are pursuing that complaint. There is no clean chit that has been given to Devesh Kumar. He is very much under the scanner. The police on his part have said that the editors of Fire will be called in for questioning, and they have said that they have seized the electronic gadgets when they carried out raids and searches. Now, those who in fact have signed the letter include Hindus for Human Rights and other organizations. These are 21 organizations, and The Wire calls them a diasporic organization who have come out in support of The Wire. Now, the statement, in fact, that has been issued claims that because The Wire does not take any kind of foreign contribution, and they said that because Wire cannot be booked under FCRA like other media organizations that have been previously critical of the government and which have earlier been booked for FCRA violation, Wire have been purposely booked under charges of forgery, treating forged documents as genuine. So entire the statement that has been issued clearly claims that it's a conspiracy on the part of the government or of individuals close to the government, and that's the reason why this criminal case has been filed.
That's right. Well, stay on with us, because let's tell our viewers how this has all played out. Because remember, from the time it started, it's been a series of denials. On October 28th, The Wire had issued an apology to its readers. So that was on October 28th. Does that mean that they owned up to it? But no, this is when they blamed the reporter for the fake reports. Even in their apology, the onus and the responsibility was completely shifted to the reporter. By October 30th, The Wire had sued its own researcher, Devesh Kumar. Remember, they had also called him mentally unstable. These were the charges that they had leveled against their own person. So the claim The Wire was given fraudulent details. So The Wire in this case on October 30th had claimed that they were the victims, they were the ones who were given these wrong details. Now let's take a look at how the story changed by November 1st. By November 1st, The Wire alleged the manhandling by the officers. When the searches started, they claimed that the officials had manhandled them. They claimed that the lawyers were pushed by the officers. This yet again being seen as an attempt to deviate from what the actual allegation that The Wire is facing. So let's take a look at what happened on November 5th. A statement was issued by 21 groups, and this is the latest that has come in. First, remember, The Wire owned up responsibility, but now we have several organizations that have come out and said that this is deterioration of press freedom. No mention of the fact that The Wire carried a fake story. No mention of the fact that the apology was also not really aimed at Amit Malviya himself, but instead, The Wire saying that it was the victim in this case. Now finally mentioning press freedom being attacked in the country. So this is what has happened. So right from the beginning, remember, The Wire had initially been completely defiant about the story until Meta itself came out and called out its lie. So Bhavtosh, this is what the trajectory has really been. Because right from the beginning, we're seeing that The Wire had initially, of course, said, no, these allegations against them are absolutely false. While we talk about it, this is not the first time that The Wire has played the victim card. They first had blamed their own reporter for the fake reports, like we mentioned, and even went on to sue him, but never really clarified on why no due diligence was done before publishing these reports. In fact, The Wire also demanded that top officials were manhandled during the searches and were not given the hash value of the seizure. So, Bhavtosh, you know, this victim card that The Wire has been playing, it's time now for The Wire to own up, because right from the beginning they were defiant, they denied the allegations until they were called out completely, even now claiming this is an attack on press freedom.
Pratibha, two things. One, they have apologized, but they have apologized to the readers, which in fact is the right thing, but they should also apologize to Amit Malviya, because there was a series of articles in which they specifically targeted Amit Malviya and BJP for that matter, which they have not done so. And Amit Malviya had threatened that he will file civil defamation. Having said that, the support of 21 organizations, these 21 organizations also in past have been critical to the Indian government. They have in fact carried out a campaign which have been critical to the government. Now, if you just look at the wording of these articles, they have said that this entire case that have been filed by the Delhi police is an attempt to thwart freedom of press, and they have also said that this case should immediately be withdrawn by the Delhi police. Now, it's not that easy. These cases that have been filed in the sections of criminal conspiracy, cheating, forgery. This can only happen if the Delhi police goes to the Delhi High Court, and only then this case can be withdrawn. So it's not easy if on its own police can withdraw this case. So it's a criminal investigation that has now started in right earnest, and police on its part have said that they will very soon call other individuals who have been named in this FIR.
Okay, all right. So the investigations in the case are still continuing. We're seeing now The Wire coming out and saying that this is an attack on press freedom. Well, Bhavtosh, thank you for joining us with those details. We track the developments on that story as the investigations still continue. We're shifting our focus now